Hello again everyone, I'm Jim, welcome to another video. This is a very quick run through over the USW 16 POE and the low POE budget that this switch has. Now this is something we've hit up on while testing some other kit. This actual switch, I have one of these myself here just for testing, and I'll show you it in a second. It is something that isn't so much a problem now, but with some of the new devices that Ubiquiti are selling soon, probably to come out of early access, such as the PoE powered light, etc. Anyone using this switch may hit upon some very random events occurring, primarily because of the low PoE budget. That is basically, this 16 port switch is an 8 port PoE 16 port switch, but it only has a 42 watt PoE budget. Now that, for most people, is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it as a switch. It seems to be quite happy. It's quiet. There's no fan, obviously, with it being a Gen 2 switch. But you need to be aware that if you are looking at plugging in the newer Ubiquiti Unifi range of things, there is quite a significant power demand on these devices that can cause such things as access points to reboot, devices, cameras to reboot, primarily at night, which is where obviously during the day you can plug all your equipment in and it will all fire up perfectly happy, but then come night time, when the infrared LEDs start to fire up on things, and obviously there's a lot more processing sort of going on with them, the actual switch then gets overloaded and starts shutting down ports, which can lead to some very scratching heads when you're trying to work it out first thing. This is me coming from personal experience, where I forgot how low the budget was on this switch, and my access point started rebooting. So just a quick show on this switch, just to show the kind of limit of the budget in a way, but also again just to demonstrate and to make people aware of this. Now this is me in the middle of setting up some cameras that are going out anyway. So these are G3 Flexes. They have their covers still on them, hence why they are lit up with their infrared LEDs, but that also demonstrates these under maximum load. So I've got 5 G3 Flexes plugged in at the moment. I also have a CloudKey Gen 2 Plus, which again, not under full load at the moment because it's not doing anything, so effectively it's idle, and a G3 Flex. What I do not have plugged in at the moment are any access points, but this sort of thing would be, say, a standard sort of quite simple low-end CCTV install, and here is the 16 port switch with its screen. And now what I'm going to just do is, I was having a look, now as you can see from this, let me zoom in a bit for you. So you can see currently this is using, there we go, 31.4 watts of the 42 watt budget. Now you can see it fluctuating up and down a bit there. Let's just bring you back on again. But this is 5 cameras, a CloudKey, and a powered switch. There is still one tucked under there PoE port left on this switch. And if you were, for example, going to then plug in the new Unifi outdoor light, that would actually max the budget out for this switch. That would then leave you with basically randomness of devices. Again, it won't tell you which one, just one of these cameras would then reboot, or your CloudKey might reboot, or your switch might reboot. So if you're running cameras off of a flex switch, this is kind of one of the problems just with this switch in terms of its maximum budget. So this is a, be aware, this switch has its uses. It's a very good little switch if you just need to run a few things off of a switch with PoE, just a CloudKey, a couple of cameras and an access point. That's fine. But be aware if you're trying to run anything bigger than that. But until next time, thank you for watching. I hope this has been useful. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I would be highly grateful, and I'll see you soon.